Business, business, business. Hastily, Fiona Chambers, fashion CEO. Miss Chambers, your brother is on the line. Tell him I'm too busy for family. Or for love. He just wanted to remind you that that thing you agreed to when you were out of your gourd on Pinot Noir starts today. I don't remember agreeing to anything. Whatever, fine. I just got out of the shower and I live alone, so I'm not in a rush to put clothes on. Fiona Chambers. It's not your birthday. That's June 11th, 1998. So why are you in your birthday suit? Nathaniel Daniels? My brother's annoyingly handsome and totally off-limits childhood best friend? What are you doing in my house? Your brother said you agreed to let me stay with you for the next 3 months while I get settled in my new city. If that's a problem, I can sleep in the streets. I don't mind. I'm used to the streets because I grew up poor and unloved, unlike you who grew up rich and adored. Ugh, my rascal brother. Of course you can stay, but there's one little problem. What? For the next 3 months, the second, third, and fourth floors are being renovated. So? There's only one bed. We'll make it work. I'm not worried. And Fiona? Yeah? Congrats. Congrats on what? Your bongos. They're perfect. My husband and I are the perfect couple, and our little son Paddington is the perfect child. And now all that we need to complete our perfect life is a nanny who is very young and also hot. That's me. Yes, you do seem to be exactly what we're looking for, but I will have to run a background check. As you can probably tell from our big house with lots of windows and my luxurious cream loungewear, we have a lot of money, and it would be all too easy for someone to infiltrate our lives and rob us blind. My mama passed away when I was little. Oh, wow. That's so distracting. Hey, twerp, what's up? You're so good with him. I've never seen anything like it. You're hired. My husband is a super great guy, but I should warn you, he's also a terrible person. That's okay. I'm a terrible person too. What did you say? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over the wine. I said I'm gonna steal your money and your baby. Poor people are so funny. I'm stealing your baby and your money. Why? Remember that time you were out of your gourd on Pinot Grigio and you ran over some lady with your car and then used your considerable wealth and influence to avoid facing any consequences? I think so. That lady was my mama. Oh no. And this baby is my biological baby, so. Right. I guess I did steal him from the hospital, so. Sure. Your forehead is significantly less prominent than it was in your picture. Was that just an unflattering photograph, or did you have a reduction of some kind? I'm not judging either way. I had my eye bags removed a decade ago. They used to look like those mouse pads with the memory foam wrist support. I usually tell people that I'm a widow. Who would want to admit that their ex-husband left them for a woman who worked in a bank, and a Wells Fargo, no less? I still wear my ring simply because I have things to do. I don't have time to be propositioned in every aisle of the grocery store. My ex-husband has numerous faults, but he was downright innovative in the bedroom. I think it's because he was raised in a non-denominational church. I certainly don't want to get married ever again, but I am looking for someone who could be somewhat of a grandfather figure to the children I keep pressuring my daughter to have. I'm Graham, and my daughter-in-law requested that I just get the kids books for Christmas because they don't have room for anything too big. But I got them a play kitchen that's bigger than their real kitchen and an Olympic-sized balance beam. I'm 72 years old. You're not going to tell me what to do. I'm the dad, and I'm excited for today. My wife always gets me the coolest stuff. I didn't get her anything, but it's okay because she buys and wraps her own presents. I would get her stuff if I felt like I had to, but she never makes me feel like I have to. She's the best. I'm the kid, I'm 4 years old, and I'm really afraid of Santa Claus. I wish you wouldn't watch me all the time, especially when I'm going potty. I'm the mom, and my coworker keeps telling me that I deserve someone that will treat me like the blessing that I am, and I guess I'm starting to believe him. If my husband doesn't get me anything again this year, I think I'm gonna file for divorce. I'm the aunt, and this has been a pretty good Christmas so far. No one's even asked me why I'm single, so I haven't had to explain that I'm not single. I'm in a relationship with 6 other people. It's a polycule. 'Tis no need to come hither. I can see from here quite plainly what ails ye. 'Tis smallpox. 'Tis rather fearful to look upon. I know, I saw mine own reflection in a spoon. That must have caused ye quite a fright. Do you understand why you have been afflicted with such a painful and unsightly condition? My brother, sire, he hath the disease 3 days longer than I. No, 'tis not your brother's doing. 'Tis God's doing. Ah, of course, God. Yes, but despair not. God did not afflict ye with the mere purposes of punishment in mind. If God wanted to punish ye, he would have given ye a wife as loud and unruly as mine own. Women are but deformed men, as they say. Verily, verily. God hath actually blessed ye with an opportunity for the purification of your soul. If ye live through this ordeal, your soul will be pure until such a time where ye deign to sin again. So should I pray? 'Twould be a start. But words may not suffice in this case. My recommendation is that you place a wax figure of each of your pox-afflicted body parts on the altar, and of course, pay a pardoner for a certificate of forgiveness from your sins. If you can't afford to purchase forgiveness from all of your sins, pick your 3 most grievous sins and pay for forgiveness from those. Bardolph the winemaker, last week, he sold a gallon of wine to Bartholomew of Bath that did cause him, his wife, and 2 servants of his household to become violently ill for 3 days and 3 nights. In punishment for selling sour wine, ye will be marched to the town square and forced to drink the foul product until ye collapse. Henceforth, the remainder of the wine will be poured atop your head. Next. Bertha of Bath, no less than 6 men, witnessed ye yelling at Bardolph the winemaker for selling foul wine to thine husband. Though 'tis true that Bardolph the winemaker sold sour wine, 'tis not the place of a woman to scold a man. Your punishment will be to sit atop the scolding stool for no less than 1 hour, while the people of town mock ye heartily. Next, Anselm the farmer, ye were caught playing football, and what's worse, encouraging others, including mine own self, to partake in ye sinful game. As ye well know, the king forbids all sports save archery. Ye will be punished by death. Next, dare I believe mine own eyes? My dear husband hath returned. Thou hast been gone so long, I was beginning to worry that the fairies had abducted thee for use in their unholy sacrifice. 'Twas but half a day. 'Twas it? It did seem to me to be at least 2 bell tolls longer than half of a day, but I suppose it matters not. How did thou fare at the market?
Exceedingly well. I acquired 20 horseshoes at a hefty bargain.
Forsooth? 20 horseshoes? But we have but 1 horse.
And if God does bless us, we shall acquire another, and we need to be prepared.
Did thou at least procure the bread that thou went to market to procure?
Aye, 'tis the heaviest loaf of all the market.
Dear husband, this bread is laden with stones. Did thou not feel the stones?
'Tis balls of clustered grain. The merchant told me thus.
Which merchant? From which merchant did thou acquire this stone bread?
'Twas Turston of Canterbury.
Thou jest. By my troth, proclaim to me that thou jest. Turston of Canterbury was caught not 7 moons ago selling bread laden with stones. We were there in the town square when he was forced to eat the offensive bread. We did laugh heartily when his teeth did shatter. Greetings, what ails ye?
My stomach, sire.
The moon or Venus must have caused your humors to fall out of alignment. The body is composed of 4 humors, as you may well know: yellow bile, black bile, phlegm, and blood. I suspect that you are suffering from an excess of black bile, but I would need to know the position of the moon when you were first struck ill to be sure.
'Twas midday yesterday.
Then 'tis likely that ye will live.
Praise be to God.
Yes, but first you will need to consume a tea of my own concoction that will bring about vomiting, and I would like to place a few leeches just to be safe. What's your name? I will use the first letter to determine which vein to draw blood from.
Ebert.
And is that with an I or an E?
I know not, sire.
Very well, I will guess. This will cost you 2 shillings. Have ye 2 shillings to give?
Yes, here you go.
Ye have a rash on your hand.
'Tis from cooking, sire.
No, 'tis leprosy. You are a leper now. Here is your bell. You will need to ring this wherever you go from now on, and you will need to acquire a shroud to cover your soon-to-be hideous face, and you will need to leave this city, never to return again, okay?